Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Business Talks. I am your host, Chawanne Burns. In today's episode, we're going to discuss the Village of Dolton board meeting. It was an explosive meeting. Tensions flared as some of the residents were locked out. They were not able to attend the meeting, which totally violates the Open Meeting Act. And the board of trustees, they end up ending the meeting because most of the residents were sitting outside. So we're going to discuss that. We're going to view some of these videos. A lot of people showed up to the meeting last night and they were streaming from their own platform or what have you. Some people were on Facebook streaming. And then there's, several videos out there on YouTube where they showed up to the meeting and they were streaming. So we'll get certain perspectives and views from these particular videos. Okay. And then much more that we'll be discussing today on another episode of Business Talk. So stay tuned.
Something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad. What? This is what you call a bad. Something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad. What? This is what you call a bad.
You guys put in the chat, let me know where you're viewing from. Let's see who we have in the building. Carmelo Ortiz, is good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Pretty in Pink, thank you for tuning in. Stephen R., thank you for showing up. Noble Young is in the building. Preacher Man 101, is good to see you again. Kimberly Thompson, hello to you. We have Carolyn Cruz in the building. John Luna in the building. King Pisces. Nathan is in the building. What is popping? Kennard the DJ, is good to see you. And Pam Turner. We have M. La Riviera. Okay. Beth from Chicago. What's up from Chicago? We have Lexi. Lexi is in the building. Thank you for tuning in. AJ Crum, Kimberly Thompson, Miss Nurse Petty. Let's see, Trent Lee, and much more. If I don't get to your name, you charge it to my head, not my heart. We want to get going because we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Super 23 is in the building, and Pam Turner. Okay. And it's always good to see you. Thank you for joining. The Armed Fisherman is in the building. Hey, the Armed Fisherman, drop your YouTube link in the chat. He also has been covering Dolton in your crazy super duper mayor, I guess. I call her piece of shit mayor. Right now, she's a piece of shit. Okay. You guys might say, oh, Chawanne, don't call her that. No, this is a piece of shit mayor. She talks about standing on business, supporting Black women. And reason why this only particular incident, reason why I'm calling her a piece of shit mayor, is because of the young lady that went to her and claimed that the other trustee, what's his name? Trustee Andrew Brown or Trustee Andrew Holmes, committed assault against her, and she fired her. So she's a piece of shit mayor to me. You guys, you might call her something different, but she's a piece of shit super mayor. Okay. So we're going to get to the event that happened last night, or the meeting. To me, this seems like they were itching to stop the meeting. Her boy, Chief Lacey, he was trying his best to cancel this meeting and locking out the residents, not allowing the residents to attend the meeting. I believe in this village hall, they have a downstairs. They could have had cameras or monitors downstairs and let the people view it downstairs, had some seats, so everyone was able to attend. But no, they didn't want to do that. I believe Tiffany Henyard was running away. She was running away. So let me just share this with you. And I believe there was tons of news stations there to report on this Village of Dolton meeting, because they were supposed to be discussing the last, I guess, ordinance that they passed on the investigation of Tiffany Henyard. So she's basically trying to escape accountability. Now, me personally, I would have stayed. If I were one of those 4 trustees, I wouldn't have closed the meeting out. I would have stayed to see what she was trying to, because she had that the veto thing on the list. Let's see what she's going to talk about. Then I would have scheduled an extra meeting. No, we didn't cover what we needed to cover. Then I would have scheduled an extra meeting. I wouldn't have canceled the meeting or stopped the meeting immediately. Anyway, that's just my own personal opinion. I know Trustee House, he wanted everyone, all the residents. He wanted all the residents to be able to attend the meeting. Okay, so this is what happened during the board meeting. Of course, it started an hour late. I don't know what the hell they was doing. Why did it start an hour late? I'm not for sure, but it started an hour late. And during this meeting, they allowed some of the residents to comment. I'm pretty sure all the residents didn't get to comment because they were outside. Anyway, so this is the comments from some of the residents.
Due to credible threat.
Retract that. This is Lacey claiming that there was a credible threat. On who, I'm not for sure. It's not a threat for us to show up to our town meeting. Just because you have more people than the police officers there. It's not a threat. You have angry residents that are not, they don't approve of what is her name? Tiffany Henyard's behavior. And Andrew Holmes, he wasn't there, but yeah, of course he's not going to show up, but he needs to step down. So credible threat. I don't know where they get that from, but Lacey Holmes talking shit, and he just wants to cancel the meeting.
That is one of the reasons why this meeting was delayed. We had to rearrange some things, but we do have credible threats in reference to this meeting tonight. Unfortunately, if there are any outbursts, if there are any clapping or anything that is, or if we get another credible threat, the meeting will be closed.
Can somebody put it in the chat? Clapping is a credible threat? I'm like really want to know, is this what are we in China somewhere? Is this a communistic country? We can't clap. We can't respond to somebody's comment. Like what are we running here? That is not a credible threat. You're just trying to do a crowd control, and you're trying to be a dictator, and you're not. You're the chief of police. You're there actually to protect the residents of Dolton, to make sure, things don't get out of hand, of course, but you're there. You're supposed to serve the public, not just the mayor. That's why she has a separate security detail. But you're there to serve the public, not to say, hey, you can't clap. What kind of shit is that?
All right, thank you so much for that. You have 2 minutes. You can stand to the podium. They're going to call your name, and you have 2 minutes to address this body. So you can start. Are you calling the names? Okay. So she'll call the name. You have 2 minutes. You go to that podium there and address this body. And it is public comment. Thank you. Chief, you got a mic? I need a mic. You always got the cord. Go. Call it.
All right, you have 2 minutes to make whatever comments you make. Ladies and gentlemen, when I said that the meeting will be closed, if there are any disruptions, this meeting will be shut down for another day. So please be.
That doesn't make any sense.
People talk, and then we can move forward with this meeting.
This doesn't make any sense. Like this is so childish right now.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. I wanted to come out tonight as a neighboring resident in the village of Riverdale. And I like to see people involved in the media. But here it is, I have an indicted mayor that's serving in our community, and we don't have this much media coverage going on. But we over here having media coverage here, and we don't put out the good things that is happening. But you guys got to connect the dots, DOTTS, dots. All of this stuff is coming about because you got individuals fighting for seats. But I'm gonna tell you, don't repeat history. And when I say don't repeat history, you better look in the city of Harvey. The city of Harvey had a mayor that the people wanted out so bad. And now you look and see what they got. You got to be careful. And one thing I want to say to the residents of Dolton, make sure you guys educate yourself. The trustees should not be having meetings outside of meetings that's already been scheduled by the governing body. You set your meetings at the beginning of the year and you meet. And then I wanted to say, I've never known as being a former trustee where always that one trustee is always the mayor pro tem. You're supposed to take a vote, and amongst your vote, once the meeting is set, then you take your mayor pro tem. But I also want to caution you guys. I did my research. Bert Olson is not a very good attorney. Take a look at the village of South Village. Same things is happening. The mayor in Maywood is going through the same thing. He causes chaos when he don't get what he wants. So I'm telling you guys, pay attention.
So I'm assuming that this guy is
Gentlemen, no clapping, please.
Keith Freeman's friend. I'm assuming this is Keith Freeman's friend and Tiffany Henyard's friend. The mayor that they have in Harvey, he should have stepped down. Matter of fact, he was being indicted, and his brother was indicted. What are you saying? Oh, he caused them to. He caused this mayor. Oh, I guess the residents and the trustees caused this mayor to issue out so many bonds that he can't. They took him off. They said it was illegal for him to get any more bonds. That's what happened to the Harvey mayor. So what is he saying? And I don't know where they get Odison is a bad attorney. This guy is a reputable attorney. A very large organization. Maybe he does have a lot of connections, but I don't see how he's doing a bad job if people keep on hiring him. Anyway, like I said, this guy sounds like somebody called him up. Hey, say something for Tiffany Henyard. I'm assuming. I'm assuming that.
There's no outbursts. Let them talk so that way we can move forward with the meeting for safety reasons. Again, for safety reasons.
Good evening, Mary Avon, resident of Dolton. To all the department heads sitting on the dais for the last few meetings, you've decided to share your comments and your feelings. We don't want it and we don't need it. You are not allowed to answer any of the residents' concerns. So why would I hope or want to hear anything from you other? You don't know if you don't live here or pay taxes here, but your thoughts and concerns would be different if you did. Number two, Andrew Holmes, in his absence, maybe he's in the back listening. The nerve of you to sit in the seat as a trustee here with the allegations. The people put you in the seat to serve as a trustee to the residents, not to the mayor. You say you're an activist of law enforcement? Well, I was an officer in the trenches for 25 years. That meant doing the work, not talking the talk, not looking for a camera at every turn. I was locking people up, even took a bullet, all in the name of being a public servant for the people. In light of the allegations, I, as a resident of Dolton, former law enforcement officer and female, along with other Dolton residents, would like to see you display some integrity and step down pending the outcome of this investigation. And to our attorney, it is a disgrace that you will not explain to this body what the rules of the First Amendment are. Total violation, so continue to get your check.
All right,
All right.
next person.
One more time, I'm sorry, Madam Mayor.
Oh, go ahead.
One more time, I am clearing the room, okay?
Stop it.
Oh,
Stop it.
Ms. Avant, no, they don't. When it's a safety issue, it falls under the police department.
All right, call the next name.
One more time of what? What is this guy talking about?
Two minutes. Good evening, residents. Good evening, Board of Trustees, the four of you all. I'm tired of our rules and regulations change every time we have a meeting, okay? First of all, it's not public comment because that ordinance have never, ever been changed. Correct me if I'm wrong, Trustee House. Right. So is that the 2 minutes or y'all got something else going on? Okay. Let me know. And well, you know what you're doing. You're violating our rights. And that's a shame that our rights are being violated. For clapping, they tried to put me out last month, you know, and it don't make sense. Make this make sense to me. And I'm agreeing with Mary. I'm asking for Andrew Holmes to step down, which he should have never been in that seat in the first place because he never lived here.
Right.
So stop blowing smoke up the residents' behinds because this is ridiculous and I'm tired of it. Mayor, you might as well step down too, you know, because I'm tired of that too. You know, this is a disgrace that you have done to this village. You thought that other fellow was bad? No, this is 1,000 times worse than what he could ever be. You know, and they say that you're the worst mayor in America. I agree.
Right, next person.
Look how the police officers are standing everywhere. I feel threatened. I'm not even there and I feel threatened. Like you're standing there strong arming or threatening people or in a threatening manner if you agree with that. So many police officers are there. And you know what? And I'm not okay, there's a lot of people there, so there should be police officers. But why are you moving the mic? Why are you even standing at the podium? You could tell me 2 minutes time is up. If I go over my time, what are you going to do? Tackle me? What is going on here? This is what they faced at the village. Now, this is off of Jedediah's Brown Facebook page. And, you know, they were trying to come in and one of the police officers, I don't know if she's police officers, but a police officer was there explaining to them, oh, you can't come in.
I'm just asking everybody to do this. Okay. Everybody's stressing on this. Hey, you know what, the comments, it's not necessary. It's me giving my opinion of how I feel at this moment.
But Commander, so when the people who have cameras, are you telling them to go in with the media or wait? So if I have my thing on, I understand where media is standing. Okay. Understand? Understood. Okay, that's fine. I got it. Okay, we gonna get it. They got, trust me, they're Tiffany not trying to do nothing extra this time. There's too many people here that she don't want to do. She need to get back to work. That's right. Okay, excuse me. I love to see civic engagement like this. Woo-wee! What time they gonna let us in? 6:20. 6:20. The doors are gonna open at 6:20. 6:20. The doors gonna open at 6:20. If you're gonna be filming, they're gonna require you to stand where the media is at. And basically she said they shook up, so y'all be cool, we'll be cool. All right. Oh, y'all did it this time. They explaining this shit. I mean stuff. Y'all did it this time. Everybody be cool, y'all be cool, I'll be cool. Yeah. With Andrea.
Mm-hmm. And you also had the radio show, and I was just doing an internship there.
Power to the
I did
village.
Commercial property. And
We'll be quiet when we get in.
Hey, what is Sean at? What is Sean at? What is Sean at? LaShawn.
We'll be quiet when we get in. Y'all ready, man?
We finna go. In a minute, we finna go. Who gonna get this one?
We'll get that one. What we doing? What we saying?
Hold on. Hold on. In a minute, we finna go. Cause look, if she's not gonna let us come out,
We'll be quiet when we get in.
she hiding shit.
Yeah, like hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if we can get.
So apparently they told them to be quiet before they let them in. Okay. You're telling now you're trying to control people outside too. This is just, to me, it just didn't make no sense. Okay. This is what you have to deal with when you're dealing with leadership that really don't know how to be leaders. They don't know how to face adversity or people giving them pushback. Real leaders know how to calm the situation. Hey, maybe this is not the ideal situation to have people showing up to this meeting, but they should have saw some foresight in this. They knew this meeting was going to be off the chain. So they should have made the necessary provisions to say, hey, we need to make sure we have enough seats for everyone to attend this meeting. I mean, it happens on every first Monday of the month. It's not like it was a unscheduled meeting. This is, when the meeting is going to take place. You've been attracting a lot of things or a lot of press to the village of Dolton. So this is not like it's brand new. So you trying to control people right now. Now going back to the village of Dolton, what they were talking about.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Good evening.
This lady, she's for Tiffany. I'm assuming she really likes Tiffany, and she kind of looks crazy.
Our fellow residents of Dolton, I want to take this time to express my deepest gratitude to Tiffany Henyard and her team for their commendable efforts to better our community. As a longtime resident of Dolton, I have witnessed the transformative impact of 3 different administrations. However, it is under Mayor Henyard's tenure that I have felt the most connected and valued. In the short time the mayor has been in office, she has accomplished more for the community than any of her predecessors did in their entire term.
You know she's making this up. Somebody wrote this for her, and you know she didn't write it. And then come on now. Transformative. Why would you write that word if you don't know how to pronounce it?
Making me feel proud to be a part of Dolton. Under Mayor Henyard's leadership, we have seen significant improvement in our community infrastructure, paved alleys, snow removal services, have made our roads safer and more accessible.
I want everybody that's in the chat from the village of Dolton. Infrastructure. What about the water main breaks? I hear you suffer from water main breaks like no other city. Okay. These water main breaks are due to because of the lack of old infrastructure. Okay. Pipes and sewer lines that needs to be repaired. Isn't that part of the infrastructure? They shut your water off or even lights off because the lack of infrastructure. Now, just put in the chat, do you really agree with this lady? I don't live in the village of Dolton, so I don't know. But she said Tiffany Henyard has made great improvement to the infrastructure.
Furthermore, FEMA supportive services have ensured that we have the help that is needed in time of crisis.
All right, one more outburst, I'm clearing the room. Okay, one more outburst, I'm clearing the room.
Then you got Lacey. He needs to stop. He needs to stop harassing people.
All right, next.
And you can hear the residents outside.
I'm almost rendered speechless by that last public commenter. Some people are easy to please, I guess. But first of all, what's going on out there is ridiculous. I understand safety, and if there was a credible threat, as you say, Chief Lacey, there should have been a better plan in place. People should have been informed. People show up expecting to come to a public meeting and to have access. So this is the result of not having a structured plan in place for the credible threat that you said was warranted. People are frustrated. They want answers. They want transparency. They want what these four trustees, Trustee Norwood, Trustee Tammy Brown, Trustee House, Trustee Kiana Belcher, and Clerk Keys want. And I'm appalled that the one trustee that's sitting there doesn't want the same thing. I mean, I don't even know how you can honor the seat that you were elected to. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. In absentia, Andrew Holmes does need to step down. He's also a disgrace. It's only a matter of time before everything is brought to the forefront. And people will be satisfied at that point. People will be satisfied. They want change. They want better. We want better. So I just think that this is ridiculous. It's disrespectful. And to speak about safety, this is unsafe. I got pushed. Other people got pushed just trying to get into a public meeting. That's unsafe. So let's talk about everyone's safety, not just the mayor's. Thank you.
Good evening to everyone, to the mayor, the trustees, and all the residents here. I have not been in Dolton as long as many of you, but under Mayor Henyard, I have seen things change for the seniors and things that she have done, and what things she have done for me and my spouse personally. The problem is we are divided, and when you are divided, we will fall. So we need to come together and support her. You might not agree with me, but that is my opinion. Together we stand, divided we fall. And understand that. will be just like the children of Israel in the Bible when Moses went up and got the commandments and came down and everybody was doing their own thing. And they've been traveling around in the wilderness for the longest. And if we keep up with this attitude, we will be traveling around in the wilderness for a long time also. Thank you.
I believe her comments were genuine, but I think she's misguided. You're trying to relate the story, or you're trying to compare Tiffany to Moses, and she's no Moses. Tiffany is not Moses. She's not talking to no burning bushes. Like, come on now.
Dolores Timms, 37-year resident of Dolton. In the 37 years I've been there, I've seen many changes. Some were for the better, some were not. And I think we're at a crossing that in the road where we don't know to go right or left. And this has to change. I look at, as I come into this area, I look at Greenwood Falls, that entire street from 144th down to 147. You don't see any paper, you don't see anything. But I live farther south, right off of Greenwood on 158th Street. We don't get those kind of services. I would like to buttress on what the person from Riverdale had to say. And he was talking about the meetings and scheduled meetings, and we shouldn't be having a squirrel meetings or whatever they're called. But ever since I've been in Dolton, there were 2 meetings scheduled each month, the 1st and the 3rd of each Monday of each month. That hasn't happened in, I know, at least 10 or 11 months. And I'd like to know why. There should be more than citizens address. Some of our questions should be answered.
No, sorry, your 3 minutes are up. I apologize.
Mhm.
Okay, do I stand corrected? Okay, then I stand corrected. I apologize. Okay, all right, no problem.
So what I'm asking, and I look at the trustees that are sitting.
Lacey is Lacey needs to get beat up by somebody. A man needs to take him outside and whoop his ass, because every time he's exerting his authority on people is usually women, elderly women, or a man that he thinks he could take. It's never somebody that probably could stand toe to toe with him, and he's nothing behind without the badge. That's why I said somebody needs to take him outside and whoop his ass, because it doesn't make sense how bitchy he is. He's really bitch made, and anybody that's a real person could actually see that.
There, and the fact that I haven't seen one of the trustees in a week, not on television, with all the 5 or 6 murders that were in Chicago. That person is always at the forefront wherever the cameras are, but I haven't seen that person. I'm not going to call any names, and that person is not here tonight. So I think that needs to be addressed by our mayor and anyone else that could answer that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I apologize, ma'am. Now your 3 minutes are up. Or 2 minutes. I apologize. 2 minutes.
Thank you, John Luna, for your super chat. Great being able to catch your live stream. Love your channel as usual. Your thoughts. Keep up the great work. Chawanne and everyone in the chat, stay safe. I'll be in the background. Thank you, John Luna.
I hope so. I feel crowded. I just want to. Okay. All right. So, last time I came, I was kind of muted. So I just want to make sure that I'm not muted this time, because I do want the mayor, Tiffany Henyard, to step down. I need Keith Freeman to quit today, resign. Because you are not what we need for Dolton. I grew here, and I know you grew here too. You used to get bullied. So allegedly, let me say that. But I know you grew here too. However, you have messed up our town. I've been a resident in Dolton for over 30 years. Tiffany knows this, because I'm sure that that's the reason why she didn't do what she was supposed to do. However, Tiffany, to every resident, I'm sorry, I apologize if I seemed irate. I had my radiation today. I have cancer. Of course I do. Tiffany stole money from a cancer foundation. How dare you? How dare you steal? And I helped you with your campaign. How dare you steal from us? I had to buy my wigs. Are you going to reimburse me for the wigs that I've been spending my money on? Are you
Oh
going
my
to reimburse me?
God.
Let me know if I'm going to get my money back, Tiffany. Because I helped you with your vision to get in that seat. You told me that you was going to run and make a change for Dolton. You didn't make a change for Dolton. I'm sorry, I got a little anxiety because I don't like getting pushed and stuff in crowds because I'm disabled. But y'all don't even care to let the disabled in first. That should have been your first concern. When you talking about the credible threat outside, I'm really sick. I had radiation today. So I came here because I want you to get out of our town. You're a renter here. You don't even own in Dolton. So get out. Leave. We don't want you here. You or your administration. Y'all need to go. Thank you. Oh, and Cooper's Park, August 31st. I'm doing an event. I have a non-for-profit for tumor awareness. It's actually a real charity cancer that charity that I have. Thank you.
Wow. That's crazy. She called Tiffany out.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Thelma, and I really truly believe this has to end. I'm so disappointed in what's been happening in Dolton. Mayor, you need to step down because you have disgraced this village. You really have. Everybody up there need to go. We need to know what's happening with our money. You need to address what happened in Vegas, and you have been silent. And that's not going to fly. You know what happened in Vegas. You know what happened. And you should be addressing it, saying something to the residents about it. And we want to know where our money is at. We're tired of you just spending our money any type of way that you want to. It's not fair. It needs to go across the board. We didn't want that $1 million ice rink that none of the citizens can even take part of. The only time
Right.
it's open is when you're giving a function. That's not for the residents. You don't love the children. You kicked the little baby out of the Easter egg hunt. You don't love the children. And when you did that, that made me cry when I seen that baby cry like that. You are a disgrace. You are. Anytime you would have your police officers kick a baby out like that, I don't care if you don't like the grandmother, but the fact that this baby was kicked out of that, it took away from all that you did. It took away. You are a disgrace. You didn't put Black folks all the way back. And these officers, I'm ashamed of y'all because y'all are not honoring y'all badge the correct way because y'all doing all the stuff that the man wants y'all to do. And it's not right. That's not how police officers are supposed to act. You're supposed to protect us. I'm afraid of you all. I'm afraid of the Dolton Police Department.
Right, you can interrupt.
Wow, that's crazy. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy Fields, thank you for the super chat. If the demographics were different, Tahoe Tiffany would have been long gone. Probably so. Black folks always give us the benefit of the doubt.
And I am going to hold my temper, but I'm going to say this. Mayor, you stood out on my street and you asked me when you knew I didn't vote for you to give you a chance because you had better things. The only things that you have done were for you. You didn't do anything for the residents. You did it for yourself. These people out here, you have all messed with our rights, constitutional rights, First Amendment. And I am totally hurt. And you have acted in such a despicable way that I will never forgive you. So I'm asking for your resignation, your administrator's resignation, and the unnamed, I don't know what to call him, the trustee.
Sex offender.
That's unacceptable. Everybody up there, your attitudes are totally unacceptable. There's been no work done. You haven't been over on our block. The street is split. There's water. People had floods in their basements, coming in their backyard, into their house. You've done nothing. You don't care about nobody but yourself. Thank you.
Yeah, the unnamed sex offender is Andrew Holmes. That's what she's saying. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Okay, so my sister actually used my middle name.
because she was afraid that you wouldn't let me speak. I'm Cara Wilson. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, killed by Dolton, Illinois police. At the time that my daughter was killed, Tiffany stood in front of a microphone much like this and said that she stood with the cops, and they did do the right thing by killing my 19-year-old child. Not only did she not take those words back, she didn't offer her condolences. She's never said anything. The first thing she did was hire this group of security guards to surround her and PR. So the real reason Tiffany has security is hiding from accountability about what she said about Alexis Wilson when she was killed. Now, if you watch the coverage of this murder, these officers violated her rights, reached in her car, jumped in her car, and put 7 bullets in my child, 2 in her head and 5 down her side. And the next day, you guys tried to spin it like she did something. Watch the video. She did nothing to deserve this. And again, last time they brought up Alexis, she's doing what she does now. Look this way, look that way, every way, but at the person talking. You don't give a damn, and you never did, and you never acted like it. She called out a whole press conference to call my daughter a criminal, and Homewood Flossmoor graduate with no criminal record. But
That's
Tiffany, you have
sad.
one, because we used your mugshot to protest in front of your house, and that's why you hid. That's why you have security. So let's tell the truth, which I know you're incapable of. I wouldn't trust this woman if she stood on a stack of Bibles and had her tongue notarized. Not a damn thing she says comes out her mouth is true. Thank you.
Say her name.
Alexis.
All right, okay, all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, the meeting is now closed down. We need you guys to move to the door. Okay. Yeah, okay, just, hey, Lieutenant, just the one that's making the ruckus, escort him out.
Lacey need to stop it. Lacey, you need to stop it.
All right. Does that conclude public comment? All right, that concludes public comment. Next on the agenda is general announcement. Do anybody have any general announcements?
Yes, ma'am.
You do, or?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Do you have more on that list or no? All right, it's 2 more names. All right, go ahead. And let me reiterate, if it get out of hand, we will cancel the meeting and post it for another day, because everybody's safety, we will not jeopardize. So that's for the record. All right, go ahead.
Turn it up, turn it up. My name is Paula Ward. I know that you all know me. I was a resident of Dolton, and my son was robbed and murdered along with 4 other customers at Maxwell's. I'm not here to talk about everything that's going on. I know what's going on. What I want to know is, why isn't security still at Maxwell's? Why is not Maxwell's not closed down? That restaurant is 24 hours. Do you know how many people get killed, hurt, robbed, everything up there just trying to go buy a sandwich? My son was killed, shot in his heart, trying to go and buy something to eat. All these other restaurants y'all close, and Pablo's, all these other restaurants, y'all fail to close Maxwell's. This is the only time I always come up here, because my only son, his life is still trying to buy something to eat. Y'all told me y'all passed the bill, and if they didn't have their own security by 10 o'clock, it had to be an off-duty police officer up there, or they get their own security. That restaurant is making Dolton so much money, but so many people are getting killed and hurt up there. If you Google them and look it up, you'll see how many people have been hurt. Y'all trying to fix everything else. Y'all got to fix the security first. Y'all got to get some more police officers first. This is a little village. Every time something happens, South Highland, everybody else got to come over here and help us. We too small. The village is too small, but the village is so angry now. People losing their lives for no reason. My only son is gone. I can't give him back. I can't do nothing. I have to look at Maxwell's open every day. They did nothing but sweep it up under the rug. The next morning, 6 o'clock, they still out selling food. How do you think that make me and my family feel? Nothing has still been done. They still open.
That's sad. That is sad.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nikisha Davis. I am the wife of murdered business owner Tavares Davis. I'm here because it's been almost 2 years since my husband has been murdered. There have been suspects that have been identified. I've been getting the runaround from the Dolton Police Department. And I'm here because I'd like answers. If there have been suspects that have been identified, then I want to know why there has not been an arrest. You all posted on the media that there was an arrest. You all said something in a board meeting and everyone clapped and cheered, but you didn't say that you all released him.
That's
There were
sad.
4 individuals, including my husband, and my husband ended up being killed. So why hasn't someone been arrested in this case? I am a wife. I'm a mother of 3 children. My children and my family are suffering because of this loss. And Dolton Police, the detectives, have been sitting around twiddling their fingers on this case. This is hurtful. When I've been in contact, I've been asking questions. I've been in contact with the state's attorney's office. I'm pushing this case. I've had the Crime Stoppers come out to do additional work, canvassing the neighborhood, to assist the police. And nothing has been done. My husband, Tavares Edward Davis, deserves justice. Thank you.
All right. Is it one more? Go ahead. All right. Thank you for your public comment. Next on the agenda is general announcements. Do anybody have any general announcements?
Yes, Mayor.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I hear a lot of the outrage, and I think a lot of it is just around having a space that can accommodate. And I'm concerned also that there may be some violations of the Open Meetings Act because we need to have a space when we know that there's this many people. As such, I'm gonna make a motion that we postpone this meeting and continue the agenda to Monday, April 8th, a week from today at 6:30, Dalton Park District 14700 Evers. So that is my motion.
We have 2 items on the agenda, so we can basically continue with our meeting and get through the 2 items that's on the meeting. So my advice to the board is we are already here. Let's handle the business and not let the business handle you guys. We're not having no meeting at no Dalton Park District, so I'm just making that crystal clear. Clerk, what are you doing? You out of order.
So they wanted to cancel the meeting. They felt like they were being attacked or a safety violation. But when trustee House brought it up, yeah, we should cancel the meeting and hold the meeting at a larger location. She disagrees with them because it's like, okay, we agree with you. We should reschedule the meeting to next week to hold it at a larger location. So all the residents will be able to attend the meeting. But no, she doesn't want to do that because it was his suggestion. The insanity sounds crazy.
You out of order. Did I call the roll? Did I say call the roll? I'm still speaking. You're out of order, Clerk Key. You out of order, Clerk Key. Like, stop. Y'all out of order. Everybody want to run stuff. Y'all don't run this house over here. Stop, please. So, as I was stating, we need to continue with the business. We are here. People came to a meeting to hear what we have been doing in our village. The department head, the lawyer, everyone's here. So I'm asking for you guys to sit here and to deal with what's going on. And that's the problem. That we wonder why we have dysfunction. This is the reason. So if y'all walk out, y'all walk out. We got business to handle.
Thank you, Kara, for your super chat. Really appreciate it. The live is edited. They sabotaged the audio, cut out the police surrounding me, and physically removing the activists. Editing a live is fake news. That is crazy. That's literally crazy.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Handle your business, and we're gonna handle ours.
Right now, they're getting up to leave, the 4 trustees. Okay. So they really can't vote on anything without the trustees being there. And they legally shut the meeting down. Okay. So I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're trying to talk to the lawyer. Lacey's is trying to stop them from going through the exit. I don't know why would you do that. Their cars is probably parked in the back, but I don't know why would you do that. And now they're going to hold the meeting to do what? You can't vote on the payroll. You can't do nothing. You need more trustees a part of the vote. So what are you doing? And she's consulting with her lawyer, but I don't know what's that going to do. Now, this is what it looks like. Trustee House, of course, he was talking to the news station.
Y'all should come back, sit down, and handle the business, and let's finish to do what we came here to do, which is go through our agenda. But y'all give interviews. Can y'all all exit, please? Thank you. Y'all don't want to handle the business here? Say it.
And you know she's really mad. I don't know what she had planned to say about that veto, but she's really
Officers, clear
upset.
the room. The media has to step out also. Clear the room. Business. Everybody they can step outside. Everybody. No, just the people here, they're fine. Everybody else, media included, has to clear the room.
She's really upset.
Testing. Testing. If you are staying, please do so. If you're not, please exit so we can finish our meeting, so you can hear from us as a body of what we do here in our village. This is a board meeting about business, not chaos, not confusion, not disruptions. That is not what we represent here in the village of Dolton. So for those that come for the show, go outside, because the show is not in here. We're talking about what we've done as a community. So please, if you're going to leave, exit, and please shut the door so we can conclude our business here.
While they're getting it together, this is what Trustee House had to say to the reporters.
Tiffany Henyard. They say they want answers about Henyard, an unnamed village trustee, and a controversial trip to Las Vegas last May. NBC5's Regina Waldrop in Dolton tonight with the story.
Let y'all out. Let you out.
Power to the people. Power to the president. They don't run nothing. Say you gonna do something, what you gonna do? If I can, I can.
The meeting was adjourned because we have to have enough space. So we have to. The Open Meetings Act requires that that we have enough space for everybody to get in. Because of that, I feel we have a lot of outrage going on out there, and we want to be able to provide the space to people that they are looking for.
So when is the next meeting?
Monday, May 8th.
Monday, May 8th?
Monday, April 8th, 6:30 p.m., Dolton Park District. Yes. Well, we're trying to listen to the outcries of residents, and I think it's very disappointing. Yes.
They're frustrated. Everyone's frustrated at the moment. You're violating the ordinances, you're violating the residents' rights. They deserve, this is their house. This is the residents' home. And anytime you can't come in, it's a problem. Brittany Norwood, B-R-I-T-T-N-E-Y, Norwood, N-O-R-W-O-O-D. Thank you.
apparently, it's kind of sad
Looking for
that,
an easier way to get
the meeting ended that way. I believe that if they would have planned ahead, they should have known that this meeting was going to be off the chains. They haven't had a meeting since Andrew Holmes been accused of all those accusations, like a regular board meeting. I mean, they called a special board meeting, but they haven't had one with Tiffany Henyard there. So they should have known that this meeting was going to be off the chain, and they didn't. Excuse me, let me my but of course Tiffany Henyard wants to continue to conduct the meeting, which is really ridiculous. I don't really know what she's going to say. I really don't know. You don't have nothing to talk about.
All right, James, y'all ready? Give me 1 minute. It's chaos amongst our 4 trustees. They didn't come here to handle the business. They came here to do a political theater stunt, which you just saw. We didn't get through any business as it relates to a scheduled board meeting here in our village, which we're supposed to do. But yeah, everybody cry about meetings and we should have more. Why have more meetings when it's going to just be chaotic like this? Our job is to make sure we take care of the business and not allow the business to handle us, which you just saw before you. It's a shame that every time it's time to really take care of things, such as making sure payroll is paid. Because guess what? They didn't vote on paying the police, the public works, making sure your concrete is down. They did not vote on none of that. But this is the things that I face as a mayor here in the village of Dolton. And it's sad because you're seeing it with your own 2 eyes. I can't make this up. Y'all see that people walk out at every single board meeting. You see when we had the other board meeting, they walked out when it was a $33 million issue on the table where we were supposed to win a closed session. We would have made sure we was in a better predicament if they would have stayed and made sure they took care of the business. But yet the media don't report that. It's good to see the media out here, but I wish you guys would come for the positive things and not the chaos and not the media show, because that's all this is. I get it. We're clickbait. We're hot right now, and I get it. This is what sells papers. But I wish you guys would have came to our Easter event that we had on, what was that, Saturday? We had over 500 kids out there happy, running around, giving away baskets. It was amazing. But you should want the good stories just like you want the bad stories. But it's sad that people tell you false information with no facts, and y'all run and y'all write it. Y'all know y'all can destroy people's lives by just writing things that's not true. And then later that person has to sit there and try to fix what you guys have broken because y'all have a national platform. So this is
Tiffany, just get to the agenda. Okay, you wanted to have this board meeting. Just say what you got to say. Not all this other stuff saying everybody lying besides you. Because it doesn't make any sense. Everybody is not lying.
This is my outreach to the media, which I said it several times. Please do your research. You guys call yourself journalism. Please research the stuff before y'all put things on your national platform and hurt people that should not be political damage because y'all want to make a story for clickbait. That's all right. And I get it. People sell their souls. I get it. You want to be the hottest thing right now. I get it. You guys go and y'all get awards for who got the best story. I get it. But please stop destroying people's lives and tell the truth, please. And then if you follow me, y'all should have paid attention to the Tiffany Henyard on the Move podcast. All the things that y'all posted, which was all fake.
Stop it.
I showed y'all the truth. Y'all get the same footage I had, but none of y'all played it. Y'all had to make it like we was lying, like I was lying. But you guys was telling lies, and that's not.
We want factual truth. Show the receipts, not talking. All this lip, like she called it, I think she calls it lip boxing. All this lip boxing, all you're regurgitating is lies. You're lying. Where's the receipts at? You don't fulfill a FOIA request. Where's the receipts? People ask, it's several businesses that did work for the city and they haven't got paid. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see you talk and you try to profit off show on the Move podcast. You work for the residents, nobody else. So you grandstanding and not showing the receipts, or you're saying that you're going to hold the receipts for your On the Move podcast. Nobody cares about your podcast. They care about where their tax dollars are going, Tiffany. And you should know that.
Cool. So that is my information to you guys. So I don't know how y'all gonna spend this meeting or say whatever, but show the facts. All the trustees walked out because they couldn't have their way. And that's not how government works. Government works like this: good, bad, or indifferent. We work together. We put on a good collective front for the public and we fight in the back. But yet people came here for a stunt, a show, because all y'all came out. I don't never see y'all come out for nothing positive like this. How y'all came out like this, come out to the next thing that we have, just like y'all out here for the bad press, which people won't clickbait. So with that being said, we're gonna get through what I've been doing as your mayor of the village of Dolton. And thank you, residents, for always supporting me, loving on me, and encouraging me and keeping me in your prayers. Because I need that. Because as you can see, I'm under attack. So thank you. First, I know we was going to entertain a couple issues. The media wrote about Pravos who got shut down in our village for multiple shootings, multiple fights. But yet again, this is what I mean about you guys not doing no research. Y'all just let that man go on the news and tell those lies. I'm gonna let Chief Lacey speak to that because we shut them down. Yes, we shut them down here in the village. And then guess what? When they opened back up, they had another shooting. Another shooting. Did y'all come and write that? And all I'm saying to y'all is the fight that we in, y'all don't live here. You go off a hearsay, what somebody told you, and don't fact check it. Y'all call me when a shooting happened, but y'all don't call me when something positive going on in the community. Come on, media, let's build a relationship and stop letting people around us dictate what our relationship is. This is my olive branch to you, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Please fact check before you write about something that you know nothing about, because you're in the middle of our political fight, as you can see. We didn't pay nobody today. No bills got approved. How do we fix the light poles on people's blocks that they're crying about? Because the way y'all got it, people want to get paid first before they come out and do work for us. That's bad. We a whole village, a whole municipality, and we can't get things done because of all of this negativity on our village. And what hardens my
So now you're really lying. Now you're lying about people that you owing people. You're lying that these businesses didn't do the work and you owe them. So you're lying about that, or those businesses are lying. Which one is it, Tiffany? So you made another lie, a new lie on top of the other lie. Now back to the I guess the restaurant or the bar that got shut down because she said they had multiple incidents where people were shot. Well, we just saw Kara K. Wilson die by the police. Her daughter died by the police officers. Police officers saying the people that's supposed to serve and protect. Then you had the other individual, the other young lady, her husband was killed in front of a restaurant. And then the other woman, her son was killed in front of another restaurant. And these restaurants are still open. So which is it? Are you going to say, hey, we're going to keep those restaurants open? And I just pulled it up. I guess a few people died at that other restaurant. It's called Maxwell's. It's a few people. Somebody just died in 2022. Okay, so what are we saying, Tiffany? Are you just because they didn't donate to your political campaign? That other restaurant, because they could close down, you're going to shut them down, but this particular restaurant, they're able to have all types of violence near and at their restaurant. It's okay because they donated, they support you, Tiffany. Is that what we're saying? Because I'm confused. Because if you're going to say across the board, we don't want any restaurants or bars or grills attracting violent people in our city or in our community, then shut everybody down. Shut everybody down that violates that rule that you have. That get calls from that particular establishment all the time. Shut everybody down. But no, you don't even have a valid reason for shutting people down. Only reason you have is because they didn't donate to your political campaign, or they just don't agree with you. They don't show support for you.
I won't say it hurt my heart. What hurts my heart is when you got board members hurting their time. board members that's in government like me that don't care about where we're gonna go in the next 6 months, year, 2 years. Because at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, we still gotta live here. We still gotta get along. We still gotta move forward no matter what. And we have to fix the chaos and the stuff that you left behind, guys, by just writing negative stories. That's not.
Now you're trying to blame the media. Last time, you remember that last video I posted? She was blaming the dead man, Frank Zuccarelli. That was in Thornton Township. Now you're blaming the media. You're blaming the trustees for all the chaos that assumes you. No, it's your fault, Tiffany. It's your fault. And you're talking about we got to work together. You still have not addressed that young lady that was sexually assaulted on your watch. You guys went to Vegas and you still haven't addressed that issue. You still haven't addressed it. What about that young woman that I'm pretty sure you ruined her life? What about her? And you're saying you don't want to harden your heart or really hurt your heart. What hurts your heart should be that young lady telling you, hey, this happened to me, and you don't do nothing. You didn't do nothing about it. That's very hurtful. Hurtful to every woman. Every woman that probably heard this story is probably crying on the inside. But you all for the people and Black people. You're a piece of shit mayor.
Right. I don't see y'all doing that in them upper areas like how y'all be dragging us over here. I don't see y'all. But yet us every day, all day, y'all got us on your station. That's not cool. So I'm going to pass the mic to Chief Lacey. He's going to talk to you about the nightclubs and all the issues we've been having in our town. So before y'all wrote them stories, you should have came and got real interviews from the people that got the real facts, not people that just accusing and lying on people that's going to end up in lawsuits. And watch what you say, residents and other people that just go on the news lying on people. That's defamation of character. But y'all don't see that. Y'all just keep going with it just because it's traction for your network. That's not cool. All right, Chief Lacey, go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I want to comment on a few things that has been developed in the town. First, I want to read off that the Dolton Police Department wrote 613 parking citations, 388 state citations, 4,457 red lights. We had 6 felonies, 93 misdemeanors. Our auto theft is down. We are also moving in the direction of a tactical unit. But unfortunately, I don't think that this is going to get to the people to see, because I see the media basically closing up. But in reference to Pablo's, we closed Pablo's probably multiple times. And what ended up happening is that with the state, they had an appeal. Well, with the appeal that they had, they were able to open up again. Right after they opened up, they had another shooting. And unfortunately, nobody covered that. I opened my door to the media if they want to talk. But obviously, I don't think that's the case. I'm very proud of the Dolton Police Department. We're moving in the right direction, and what we're going to do, officers, we're gonna shut it down. Ladies and gentlemen, for right now, for safety reasons, we are shutting the meeting down.
So they shut the meeting down. That's what they was trying to do before. But what's the safety reasons? Can anybody tell me what happened? What was the actual safety reasons for them to shut this meeting down? And which Trustee House said, okay, yeah, I agree with you. We should shut the meeting down. Not because of safety reasons, is because you're violating the rights of the residents. So Tiffany ended up preaching to herself, I guess, and the 10 people that was in the audience. And she still haven't showed any receipts. She still haven't addressed that young lady getting sexually assaulted on her watch. She took this young lady, her assistant, out of town, and she was sexually assaulted. I know I keep on talking about this, but this is, to me, makes you just a heartless person, a piece of shit person. Anytime a young lady looks up to you and you take her under your care and say, yeah, I'm the youngest mayor ever. I believe in supporting Black women, and we're going to do this together. I'm going to, whatever, give you some type of guidance or whatever. And you allow this to happen to her. I know you didn't have control over everybody, but you allowed it to happen to her. And for her to come to you and say, "Hey, this happened," and you say, "Oh, trust me, I'm going to take care of it," and you did nothing. Nothing. The thing that you did was, "Hey, I'm going to put you on leave. I'm going to put you on leave and say you're going to need a medical excuse to return." And the young lady was like, "Okay, what kind of excuse? What kind of doctor do I need to go to return?" And you lied to the public. You lied and said you did an independent investigation. You lied. There's no proof of any independent investigation. Where's the receipts, Tiffany? Where's the receipts? Like you said on this
Check me out, because I
podcast.
got other platforms. Go to Spotify, and that way you'll see You're on the Move podcast. Yes, Spotify. And you can also go to Apple Podcasts, because those are different outlets to view all the content. And y'all asked me for the receipts, but I got the receipts right here on ice, like I always do. Y'all asked for it, and I'm about to deliver. I got episode after episode after episode. Just wait your turn. Yeah, your turn.
All those are empty papers. Probably court documents. These are all lawsuit papers. Probably people trying to sue her. That's what those packets of.
Turn coming. Just wait. Y'all doing all that talking. Y'all doing all that lying. And I told y'all, stop lying on me before I start telling the truth on y'all. And that's what this is. Truth speaks right here. Residents, community, nation. Y'all gonna be shocked at the mess that's all around y'all. But I want to educate people in my delivery of receipts that y'all thought I didn't have.
I want to educate people in my delivery of receipts. Who told you to say that line, Tiffany? That don't even make sense.
Always keep my receipts. I mean, I do a lot of talking, or it may come out a little slower than norm, but I keep receipts. That way I can educate the world as what happens behind the scenes that y'all don't see. I don't like fake news, because fake news tell you one-sided narratives. They don't tell you the truth. As you can see, you saw that first one. First one was lit, wasn't it? It was off the chain. And the problem I got is, when they do it, it's cool. But when I do it, it's a problem. But this how I see it in my head. Play the video.
Okay, I'm not gonna play that video. It's a rap video. But anyway, Tiffany Henyard, she's it's shameful that she says that she's for women, she's for Black power. We should be operating in unity, even though we don't agree with each other. We should operate in unity. People don't need to see us politically disagree. No, and I don't even think this is political. This is just, hey, how can I do my job if you are stopping me from doing my job, i.e. or EI receipts. I cannot vote on things if I don't have the receipts. And then on top of that, you're causing more chaos to our village. Las Vegas, for example. The trip that trustees end up going on that shouldn't have been there. And then you have this horrific incident that came out of that trip. So I really would like to know. I know the trustees won their previous court case from Tiffany Henyard about literally about the receipts. So I know they won that court case. Where's those receipts at, Tiffany? They've been asking. You are court ordered. I believe, I don't know how long she had. The court gave her how many days to provide the receipts, but where are they? What have you been spending the taxpayers' dollars on? Where is it at? You guys let me know. Where is it at? You guys, so that's it. that's it for Tiffany Henyard. Of course, is still chaotic. We'll probably do a reaction over the next week's video, so you guys stay tuned for that. Okay, so I really appreciate every single last one of you guys tuning in. Make sure you follow this other channel. It is Chawanne Burns 2.0. Let me just share it with you. Chawanne Burns 2.0. This is more political. This particular channel, I just post political stuff on this channel. On this Chawanne Burns 2.0. Need to clarify that. So if you like just politics, follow that channel. Okay, you guys. I appreciate every single last one of you. Okay, I am sending all my good to you. I will talk to you tomorrow.